Chocolate avocado pudding that's ready in 5 minutes or less. Surprisingly creamy and decadent with just a few simple ingredients. Avocado pudding. You'll have to pop into the comments and let me know if you're immediately intrigued or if you're hovering on the edge of clicking to another video. I'm Catherine and I don't love the taste of avocados. Bryan is behind the camera and he does love avocado. So I think we're a good pair to give you an honest review of avocado pudding.
This is delicious. I love this. I don't taste any avocado. I don't know if there's something wrong with me. Maybe there's something wrong with you.
An undeniable fact though is how creamy and thick and convincing of a pudding this makes. Simply by blending up an avocado with melted chocolate chips, some cocoa powder, plant milk, and some sweetener, you have a ready-to-eat pudding. It's quick and easy enough for a simple weeknight dessert if you have some avocados that are teetering on the edge of overripe, and you can also dress it up really nicely. Why don't I just show you how to make it and then we'll chat about the taste. The key to this recipe, like any recipe made with avocados, is to use ripe avocados. If you can't press into them and feel some softness, and I'm sorry to tell you, your avocados are not ready to eat. We have a little short on how to choose ripe avocados and how to remove the pit. So I'll link that for you in the description below, but the long and short of it, long and short? What is that saying? I don't know. The short version of that. You want to choose an avocado that's closer in color to black than green, and you want to be able to press into it gently and feel that it's soft. But once it starts feeling soft, I put these in the fridge right away because the fridge will slow down the ripening process and there can be a fine line between ripe and overripe. So if your avocados are seeming like they're a little overripe like mine are, and I'm really hoping that they're gonna be fine inside, then it's time to make some pudding. First step for this pudding is to melt the chocolate before you eat it all. Melt a 1/4 cup dairy-free chocolate chips with a 1/4 cup plant milk of choice. You can use a microwave-safe bowl and heat the two in the microwave for 20 seconds, then stir the chocolate chips into the milk until melted, or melt them over low heat, stirring constantly on the stovetop. The reason I melt the chocolate chips into the plant milk is just to minimize how much chocolate sticks to the side of the blender. If I make this chocolatey milk, then it's much easier to incorporate the chocolate. And speaking of a blender, this is so easy to blend that I'm just gonna use my hand blender today. So I'm gonna set this aside for just a moment to slice up my avocados and get these in the blender. Using 2 ripe avocados, slice lengthwise all the way around the central pit. Twist and pull the 2 sides apart. Either press on the back of the avocado to remove the pit or carefully strike the pit with a knife, twist, and pull. Now use a spoon to scrape out the flesh and add all the avocado to a blender. Pour in the melted chocolatey milk, a 1/4 cup cocoa powder, a 1/3 cup maple syrup, or use dates that have been softened in warm water for a few minutes to make them easier to blend, 1/2 teaspoon vanilla extract, and a pinch of salt. Blend until fully combined, smooth and creamy. Enjoy right away as a delicious pudding, or refrigerate and enjoy a more mousse-like texture. Top with my coconut whipped cream and fresh berries for an extra special treat. Okay, I know Bryan wants to come in here and taste test these, but just before we get to that, while I build this one up, I'll just give you a note on alternative sweeteners. Any other liquid sweetener will work in this recipe, and I found that anything less than a 1/3 cup of maple syrup, I could just taste a little too much of the avocado. If you like avocado more than I do, then you might be able to get away with less than a 1/3 cup of the maple syrup. And a great option for a more natural sweetener is dates. This batch that I made a couple days ago, I used just a 1/4 cup of pitted Deglet Nor dates. I think it's pretty comparable in sweetness, but we'll taste it in just a moment and let you know. The differences that happen if you want to use dates instead of maple syrup or another liquid sweetener is that you just have to soak the dates in warm water for a few minutes to soften them, to make them easier to blend. And the other thing is that you want to reserve that date water that they soaked in, because you'll probably have to splash in a couple, 2 or 3 teaspoons of that water in order to help the pudding to blend. Because when you take out all the liquid in a 1/3 cup maple syrup, you're just gonna have to not put a 1/3 cup of date water in, but a few splashes of it in. And one other option for a really natural sweetener could be a ripe banana. I haven't tried that yet, and looking at my bananas here, I might try 1/2 of a banana so it's not too banana-y. Those are pretty ripe. You could try that as well and let me know in the comments if it works for you. And I'm just thinking a really nice flavor variation on this could be a tablespoon or 2 of a nut or seed butter. There's already lots of great fats from the avocado, but I might try some peanut butter next time I make this. Oh, I forgot chocolate shavings. The most important little bit of garnish. Okay, Brian, now they're ready.
So cute, so pretty. Yeah. Just like you.
Oh.
It's too easy. Oh yeah.
This recipe makes 400 grams, which I usually split between 4 of these jars. But in order to bring everything up high enough for it to look pretty on camera, I double up on the pudding in each of these. So this is kind of a double portion. Otherwise, that's quite a bit of pudding.
We tend to try to make things look pretty for the camera. Like ourselves, we don't normally eat chocolate pudding like this. And speaking of that, you're a brave woman making a chocolate pudding in that sweater.
What's the consensus on an avocado pudding?
I don't taste the avocado.
Like that aftertaste, you don't taste?
I don't think so.
But I still taste just a hint of like an avocado, kind of like dryness of an aftertaste. Do you get what I mean or no? Is it just that I'm hypersensitive to avocados?
Maybe.
It's not like a fully silky, there's just like a little bit of avocado pastiness, kind of, just in the aftertaste. We made this for friends a couple of weeks ago and they were like, I can't taste any avocado, Catherine.
Maybe it's just you. Maybe
You'll have to tell me if I'm alone.
Maybe it's like your superpower. You have like a heightened sense of taste and you can taste everything. Meanwhile, I'm like, it's good.
I like it, but I'm like, is this the most delicious, just sweet, glorious pudding I've ever had? No, but the fact that it's made from avocado is pretty cool.
You want people to make this though, remember? You want to sell it to people.
I know. I want to be honest though, so that I'm not like, avocado pudding tastes exactly like your store-bought pudding cups.
But considering
they don't to me.
You just need a couple avocados and pantry-friendly stuff.
Yeah.
This is like
it's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And our friends loved it, and they look really cute.
And I love it.
Yeah. So this is the one that I sweetened with dates instead of maple syrup. And this is the one that gets a much more like mousse-like texture. It really changes in the fridge. You might be wondering how long this lasts because avocados don't last very long.
Oh, yeah.
This has been in the fridge for 2 days.
At least 48 hours. To be honest, I think you don't need the maple syrup. You could do dates.
And this was also a 1/4 cup of dates, and I use a 1/3 cup maple syrup. So if you bump the dates up to a 1/3 cup, then it'd definitely be pretty sweet. For in the future, when I make this, I'll do it with dates. If you make them not totally full like I have, then you can put lids on them and you can kind of prep them in advance and maybe just plop like the raspberries or whatever fruit you're putting on top.
Some other stuff on there too. Whatever you put on a chocolate pudding, you can put on this. Oh man, this is delicious. I love this. I don't taste any avocado. I don't know if there's something wrong with me. Maybe there's something wrong with you.
I like avocados when they're mixed in with other things and like a bite full of something, but I do not like just eating a piece of avocado on its own. 400 grams of this pudding, which makes the 4 servings, costs me just under $6.50, which is about $1.60 per serving. With a full batch of my coconut whipped cream, it brings each pudding cup to $2.25-ish. So if I were to use dates or a banana, that would for sure take at least $1 off of my cost. And if you live somewhere where avocados are local, then this is gonna be a lot thriftier for you because avocados are quite pricey for us. So quick, so easy, fun little weeknight dessert that you can just blend up really quickly.
And fun to be fancy, fun to not be fancy.
Yeah.
And speaking of fancy, Sunday, we've got 5 date night recipes. We're gonna do a roundup. We're gonna show you new stuff. We're gonna show you old stuff. We're gonna show you yummy stuff, rich stuff, stuff that you wanna feed someone you love. Stuff.
You're still going, I'm just watching you.
Yeah, but I thought you were gonna say something.
No, it's all yours.
Hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching. And did I miss anything?
Like, comment, share, all those things that help our channel to grow and to reach more people. And let us know if you are yay or nay on the avocado pudding.
Yay.